Welcome everyone. Derek and Lacey have brought us together for an occasion of great joy and cause for great celebration. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassie and it is such an honor to have been invited to take part in today's merriment. These two are perfect for one another. So let's get this party started. I'll never forget the first day I saw Lacey Buck. I met Lacey when we moved to Florida for AmeriCorps. The first time I saw her beautiful face, I knew she was something very special. But when I heard that voice for the first time, I knew I was in for a life-changing year. From then on, we were inseparable. Lacey taught me many things that year, most importantly, what it truly means to be a friend. With her super fun style, quick wit, hair full of knots, and unquenchable enthusiasm for life, these are just a few ways her bright light shines on everyone. She is the example of what it means to be completely comfortable with who you are. That year we made a vow. We are not dating anyone. They didn't deserve us, and we didn't have time for them, unless they were very, very special. Fortunately for us, no one met the stringent Lacey criteria that year, so it was nothing short of an adventure. As we went our separate ways after Florida, I couldn't begin to imagine who in this wide world would be good enough, special enough, or worthy enough of our sweet Lacey. Then 2 years ago at my own wedding, she brought that person. It was magic. Lacey was in love. She hadn't even said she was dating, which was typical, and he is perfect. Something bigger was at work because I don't think anyone could have dreamed up a more perfect match. Derek just keeps getting better, and I couldn't be happier for these two. Marilyn Monroe once said, "All a girl really wants is for one guy to prove to her that they are not all the same."
I need a tissue.
Now we're going to have Jackie come up and read a little something for us. Sorry.
You can stand wherever you want.
I'm reading a little poem from the collection called Story People, and Story People is just a really abstract idea with their fun, silly people, and the best explanation that I can give of the Story People is this, and then I'm going to read the poem. We talk, we laugh, we eat great food, and drink great wine. Sometimes we disagree passionately, and sometimes we agree equally passionately. And it's all part of the same gift of being alive together. Our wish is that other people experience this amazing world we live in as a world of imagination and possibility and healing. The poem is called Odd Couple by Brian Andreas. My grandmother was big and solid. My grandfather was tall and thin. They looked an unlikely couple. I asked them once how they ended up together. My grandmother said she won him fair and square in an arm wrestling competition. My grandpa just smiled. I let you win, he said.
So for the next few minutes, Derek and Lacey invite all of us to pass around their rings. Feel free to say a prayer, blessing, wish for the future, or simply warm them with your love before passing them along. While you're doing this, we would open this time for you to share something about this ridiculously amazing couple. If you are so moved to do so, please stand, say a little something, and we will work our way around the yard. So free time. Who wants to go first?
I will. Okay. I wrote it down just in case. I really was really nervous to meet Derek. All I knew about him was that he says kind of funny, cute things from time to time, and that's all I really knew. But I was mostly nervous because Lacey has a history of dating turds that I don't ever like, and then when I think I like them, I end up not liking them. So I was nervous. But enter Derek. You guys have given each other so much. Patience, armpit hair, love, and dreadlocks. It's so evident you two are so wonderful people, separately, and you emanate such a positive, electric energy, and we can see it in all of your closest friends and family. But together, somehow, you two have outdone each other. You both became better people together. Even starting to look alike. I love you both so much. And I couldn't ever imagine Lacey ending up with anyone other than the fantastic Mr. Gries. I have one thing to say about you marrying my sister. Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. I'll try not to crash you.
Good luck.
Hi, my name is Kirk. I'm addicted to Derek. Whenever I get to experience him, his always positive energy rubs off and makes me feel renewed. Anyone that's been in the same room with him knows that. That's not news. But Derek and I go way back. When we were wee little kids, we met a whole 9 years ago in college. We had a lot in common. Like he was a mailman at the dorms, and I received mail at the dorms. Right away, I couldn't get enough of the guy. We soon found ourselves on many normal adventures, like buying plastic sweatsuits to wear to a Friday night party, pulling couches behind Subarus, jumping off gravel piles, you know, regular activities. Need to have more and more Derek experiences. I quickly found myself on all sorts of amazingly fun road trips, such as taking the train to the Olympics and cheering for Canada so we wouldn't get murdered. Hiking with Charles and throwing rocks at him so he would get away from a very steep cliff he was next to. The trip to the store to adopt our baby Brasilia together. And the trip with you, showing me how to bike around Portland for my very first time. I can go on and on. But the best way to describe Derek, our friendship, and the future he'll be living with Lacey is how Derek and I finished each and every road trip we had in college by rolling into Pullman for the very last few miles and just belting out loud the lyrics of I Believe in a Thing Called Love. You believed in love, man. You found it. You're a lucky person, Lacey. And you're a lucky person, Derek. Keep on rocking your road trip of life, singing out loud with your daily actions that you believe in a thing called love. I love you, Lacey, and I love you, brother.
Oh, jeez.
Who wants to go next?
I'm next, but just let me compose myself real quick.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good temporarily. Everything people cherish in life has to do with the memories and experiences that we have. And as a child, I always remember looking up to my older sister in high school. She always seemed so happy and she had so many friends, and she's what I based what I wanted to do, or the person I wanted to be on when I was a kid. And just, though we had our fights and we're not the most likely, we're not the most alike, and we fought a lot, she's always been my hero. I even drew a little picture of her when I was a kid, of us holding hands, and she's really always been my hero, and I can always go and talk to her when I have things wrong. And, sorry everyone. She's always been the most, like, organized compared to me, and I'm just kind of like, what's going on all the time, and she always seems to know what's going on. And that's another reason why she's so perfect for Derek. You both are just so perfect for each other, and I thought there would be no one to match up with Lacey. I always thought she deserved the most perfect guy, and like Gina said, she's dated some people that I thought just were not in her best. But with you guys, you're so perfect. I mean, everyone says that Derek is the male version of Lacey, but you guys also, in ways that you're not alike, you're so perfect for each other. You guys just, I don't want to be cliche, everyone, but you guys complete each other. Little puzzle pieces. That's why I love you guys. And I love you both so much, and you guys make me believe that it is possible.
Well, of course, I have so many reasons to be proud of Lacey. Some go way back, like the fact that she can claim she attended her first World Series game at age 5 months. More recently, probably most of you are familiar with the story now of how she contributed to the making of the wonderful tables Derek showed me underneath. And she welded all of this. Lacey's a welder? So sources of pride up to this very day. What parent couldn't pass on the opportunity to share some embarrassing family stories? Like there was the time when she was 3 or 4 and really ticked at me and threatened me. Dad, I'm going to draw a picture of you and erase your nose. Another time, I don't recall what she was so upset about, but between sobs, she managed to say, I don't love anyone and no one loves me. And of course, the irony is that everyone loves Lacey. She loves everyone. I think Lorraine and I agree that those words, I love you, weren't said in our family nearly as much as till Lacey came along and inspired us just to say it a lot more. And we thank her for that. And then there was the time, I don't usually dread teacher conferences because she was a good student. But we had just moved to the new town, the new school, and she was in 9th grade, so I was a little bit apprehensive, and I believe her name was Mrs. Newton. Looking down the list, oh yeah, you're Lacey Buck's dad. Yeah. She's kind of out there. Well, your mother, but I like that. Oh, well, yeah. The nut doesn't fall far from the tree. But it can be lonely a little bit being out there. What are the chances you're going to find a fellow traveler to be your soulmate? So as these adventures start off, I think the French call them voyageurs. So let the voyage begin today. As the saying, of course, goes, we're not losing a daughter, we're gaining a Derek. But for our new son and kind of a new daughter, you can set sail and let the voyage begin.
Does anyone else have one?
Well, that was kind of hard to follow, but thanks, Bob. So my name's Tiffany, if you don't know me. Lacey and I have been close friends for over 10 years. Although I have lots of stories about Lacey Bach, but few are appropriate for this setting. I'm excited to welcome Derek into our group of friends. He's definitely one of a kind. When I finally got to meet the infamous Derek Gries, the picture of him wearing Lacey's underwear as a Speedo didn't do me justice. Seeing Lacey and Derek interact, I knew they were perfect for each other. If I had any doubts, though, they were gone when Derek wore a popcorn sweatshirt and rolled up jeans to our 10-year reunion. I am so glad Lacey found a guy that makes her as happy as Derek and loves the Minnesota accent, especially the expression, oh geez.
Oh, geez.
I wish you all the happiness and many more oh geez moments. Yes. And I'll pass the torch to you, Derek.
Oh, geez.
Does anyone else want to say anything? It's open.
Well, okay, I guess I'll say something because I didn't know I was supposed to say anything. Oh. But the hardest thing in the world is giving up your baby. Oh, so all I finish is that you take care of it. Thank you. Me either. So there's not much to say except for he's my baby, and it's so hard to give him up, but I'm giving him up to someone who's going to take care of him. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish up.
Okay, great.
Derek's wearing the shirt I wore 32 years ago. I hope that works out well, like it did for me. What I think after today, it's when you give up your family and your in-laws. That's the only one.
I had to take you in a little bit, guys.
I live to get one.
Well, I'll just say that I also did not get the memo, even though I have like 5 phone numbers, so thanks guys. But Derek, I've always been really proud of you as my little brother, and Lacey, welcome to the family.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie.
Okay. Anyone else? All right.
I'll speak.
Okay.
Was that T-Bone?
T-Bone!
Okay. D-Man, congratulations. Lacey, congratulations. I can't speak to the brightness of your spirit because your family and friends already have. It's so true. It's just your love of life comes out every time I see you both. It was so wonderful to see you now and when we were all in the same math class when we first started playing. Take yourself back to the summer of 2009. Portland State University math class. Derek walks in barefoot. A pair of sweatpants that is maybe older than him. And a sweater that was meant for a grandmother during the holidays. With pride, he wears this and brags about. And he sits next to me. Hey, T-Bone, pound. Done. We're ready to start learning. Enter Lacey Buck. Derek giggles. Her hair is so great. She walks in, confident, smart, and sitting down, she was so eager to participate, just like Derek. Hand up. Derek's got his goofy comments. Bang, bang, bang on the drum. Lacey, but what if you carry the two, don't you know? And Derek giggles like schoolboy style every time she talks. Where's she from? I've been so lucky to become friends with both of you and just to see your relationship blossom. You will have a wonderful marriage. Congratulations.
Anyone else? Okay, thanks everyone for sharing. Lacey and Derek have taken special time and put a lot of extra love into their vows. Derek, are you ready?
I need to fix my makeup before it gets ruined.
It's warm.
You're my anchor, you hold me down in a good sort of way. Can't be doing wheelies all the time, Lacey. That's what I always say. Butterflies you gave me flew in and they stayed. Butterflies that you're giving me now, baby, flutter every day. Hold you tight, kiss your cheek if we hit rough waves. From here on out, it's you and me. You're my anchor, you love me hard in a good sort of way. Found the girl that I love forever. Her name's Lacey Lee Gray.
Okay, let me get myself together. Okay. Derek Gries, you are the goofiest, funny, most handsome, energetic man that I've ever met. I love you when you put on your sleeping bag pants, your white socks and black slippers, and your trucker's hat. I just want to spend every moment of you. I can't get enough Derek time. You just have this effect on me. You're so optimistic, and you just wait for the You change me for the better, and I absolutely love you for it. You can bring me up when I'm down or sad or stressed in just a matter of words. And I don't ever want you to lose that skill that you have on me. And I'm going to tell you a story so you specifically know exactly what I mean. It was when we were making tables, those
tables, and we were on day 2, and I was fed up. I was over tables because you were having so much fun with it. You're like, oh, let's have fancier legs, and let's do different legs on all of them, and let's try angling them. And I was like, we have 5 tables to make. Let's just make them all straight. Let's just do this. And I was so just frustrated. And you're like, you don't have to do this. And I saw you having so much fun, and I felt so bad that I was just bringing you down. And then when you were like, well, how tall do you want this table? And you're, I don't know, 3 feet? And you're like, well, why don't you come over to the truck and feel what 3 feet feels like? Derek, I know what 3 feet feels like. It's right here on the measuring tape. Yes, it feels good. And you're like, just Lacey, come over to the truck and feel what 3 feet feels like. Derek! So I go over there. Yes, 3 feet. It feels good. And you go, does it feel good? It opens your glistening muscles. We immediately started making out, and I was laughing. And then the next day, I was inspired to make my own table. So then we had the great time for the rest of the way. And that is what I love so much about you. You just, I hate that I'm negative sometimes, but I love that you can just bring me up. And because I love you so much, and I also have so much fun jamming with you and writing songs with you, I also wrote you a song. I don't know why you didn't take my number when I tried to give it to you in math that summer, but that didn't mean I was going to give up on you. We had a blast turning heads in the midge on the sailboat sailing under a Hawthorne Bridge. You set your lunchbox down by my couch and said to me, guest bedroom. We took the next step and moved into the cabin playing records PBR. Always laughing, became a little family. We decided to adopt Luna Boo. Meow 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 meow. Before jobs became quite a scramble, so we took an adventure north up to Gamble. That's when we knew you were meant for me. Die for you. Over Christmas we had a hysterical laughing fit when you first showed us your Chewbacca bit. Wow, 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 wow. Baby, my true love and fate, and in our life together, I'm your first mate. Been excited for this moment for a long time. To say I do. When we settle down, we want a house in the trees with our happy little family. The mailbox will say Gries. I can't see what anyone can see in anyone else. Hers is better than mine. No!
Way better. Right.
Okay, so it's time for the I do's. Derek, do you take Lacey as your partner to travel with on this beautiful journey?
I do.
Lacey, do you take Derek as your partner to travel with on this beautiful journey?
Oh, you betcha!
Okay. We need the rings, please, Kurt.
It's a lover's knot.
Need a knife? Got one at a bachelor party I just went to.
So Derek,
One last time. Touch it, man.
please repeat after me as you place the ring on Lacey's finger. Lacey,
Lacey,
I give you this ring
I give you both these rings
as a symbol of my unending love
as a symbol of my unending love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Lacey, Derek,
Derek,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my unending love
as a symbol of my unending love
and commitment to you. Along with friends and family and my new internet powers, I have the great pleasure of announcing you as husband and wife. Derek, please kiss this girl and make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek and Lacey Gries.
You're my anchor, you hold me down in a good sort of way. Can't be doing wheelies all the time, Lacey. That's what I always say. Butterflies you gave me flew in and they stayed. Butterflies that you're giving me now, baby. Butter every day. Hold you tight, kiss your cheek if we hit rough waves. From here on out, it's you and me. You're my anchor, you love me hard in a good sort of way. Found the girl that I love forever. Her name's Lacey Lee.
I don't know why you didn't take my number when I tried to give it to you in math that summer, but that didn't mean I was going to give up on you. We had a blast turning heads in the midge on the sailboat sailing under a Hawthorne Bridge. You set your lunchbox down by my couch and said to me, guest bedroom. We took the next step and moved into the cabin playing records PBR. Always laughing, became a little family. We decided to adopt Luna Boo. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Before jobs became quite a scramble, so we took an adventure north up to Gamble. That's when we knew you were meant for me. And I for you. Do 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 Over Christmas we had a hysterical laughing fit when you first showed us your Come in. Grr, baby, my true love and fading in our life together. I'm your first mate. Been excited for this moment for a long time. To say I do. When we settle down, we want a house in the trees with our happy little family. The mailbox will say Gries. I can't see what anyone can see in anyone else.